Do we want to add another one?
Another one. Actually, if you think if I say that, do you think we'll get sued?
Who knows?
Hey, Jacob.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Yeah.
That there is a recording in progress.
I was not aware. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, do you know this is being recorded?
Where's your warrant? This is a HIPAA violation.
OSHA violation?
HIPAA.
Come with me, and you'll
But
be
it's just medical stuff.
In a room that is being recorded.
Hey guys, welcome back to what I'm labeling as the secret finale. I know I said the last one was going to be the finale for season 1, but it did not feel final enough for my taste, and I kept having ideas that ended up coming to fruition as what this game is going to be. So this is the actual season finale, and no, I will not change my mind after this. I will not make another episode saying, hey, this is going to be the actual finale. This is the only time I'll do this. But
Good.
But yeah, how is everybody doing? Or is everybody excited?
How is everybody doing is a mixed bag. Is everybody excited? Probably.
Quite. It's been a while.
I was gonna say I'm excited, but also I'm very hopped up on several medications.
Hey, Jesse Pinkman.
And it's a me.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, we can't be perfect. All right. So yeah, before we get started, I'll most likely have a thing here at the end of the session as well, kind of going over what to expect for season 2. But our season 2 is already in the mix. The plan here is that there's going to be a hiatus both in and out of game, so that'll be fun. I'm going to take a little break. I don't know for how long. It's going to be for a little bit as I get caught up on editing the recordings and doing some other stuff. But yeah, it should only take me like 2 or 3 days to do a single recording. So yeah, that should be fine there. Be a little bit in between now and season 2. There's going to be a couple of mini arcs, I guess is what we'll call them. They might have different barriers to entry, like they might be on like a Patreon or a subscription or something first. You won't need them as yet for the kind of wider narrative, but eventually the plan is for them to possibly tie in a little bit. And when it comes to that point, we'll make sure that they're free for everybody to listen to. We're just trying to kind of drive a little bit of revenue so that we can kind of do some cooler stuff. Season 2, we're also looking at doing a more live sessions, live streams there, just to make it easier to record, get stuff out faster. So it might sound a little different. It might sound a little less polished. But I think over the past 2 years of season 1, we've kind of gotten to a point where we maybe don't need as much editing, at least at the moment. We can kind of go through a little bit more, and the unpolished stuff isn't going to sound that bad. I just need to make sure that I'm not saying okay, sure, go for it, or just like small stupid stuff that I'm currently cutting out, because I do that a lot of and nice, but it's like
when I was in debate class in high school, they made us restart our speech every time we used one of those words.
So I'll
So it was
restart.
beaten out of me.
I'll restart the session every time I say nice.
I'd still be in that classroom right now if they made me do that.
Okay, here just before we start, here's a fun concept for like it's a one-shot session. Anytime somebody says or like, the session restarts like Groundhog Day.
Horrifying.
100% would not do again.
Yeah, anyways, let's get this started. Okay, and now we're gonna start.
Insert theme song.
Insert the theme song. I
Theme
don't know.
song.
I put the theme song in here. There we go. Probably enough copyright strikes there. All right. So we're going to backpedal a little bit, basically to when Corbin leaves the lantern and Hestia comes back in. Hello, Riley. Sorry, Riley just decided to get up on me. Okay, thank you. Okay. So where the last session went on with what happened outside the lantern, we're going to focus today on what's going on inside the lantern. So at least to start, we're going to focus on Rebecca. We're going to focus on Hestia, who came into the lantern as Corbin was leaving. And we're going to focus on Sabbath just for a little bit. And then by partway through, everybody else will be able to come into the lantern and we'll have a big final kind of, you'll see. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Nope.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Riley, can you go lay down? No, that does not mean on my chest. Oh, hello.
It could.
All right, so we're going to start a little bit actually further back. This is just maybe like a few minutes before Corbin leaves the lantern, and we're gonna go. We'll call it like the garden area. It's a garden area on the other side of the house inside the lantern. It is where Rebecca planted the elephant ear. Rebecca is deep in a meditative state. Rebecca, usually given certain things that I'm actually going to go over in a negative one shot, does not dream. But Rebecca opens her figurative eyes, because she no longer has any, and finds that she's in a weird spot. She's definitely not inside the lantern. It doesn't really seem like she's dreaming. That being said, the magic vibes have been odd. They've been fluctuating quite a bit recently. So there's any number of things that could possibly be affecting her. Rebecca can see in this area, almost as if she had eyes. So she can conclude that she is in some way, in some form, in an area of the dreamscape or accessing some memory or something along those lines, because otherwise she would not be able to see like that. So before you see, you're in like a wooded area. It's a pretty dense forest, but where you are is a clearing, and you see that there are 4 stone doors in front of you. Each of them are locked, and they seem to be kind of carved into this kind of jut in the hill in front of you, almost like a tree was like upturned ages ago, and the ground solidified and rocks have grown over eons, right? Like that's
Okay.
That's kind of where you are there. You can't discern anything from these doors, and like I said, they're all locked. But in front of you between you and the doors are 2 podiums. Each of them has a deck of cards.
I will walk up to each of the deck of cards, or each of the podiums in turn. Not going to touch the cards, but I'm going to inspect their backs, like the design on the back of the card.
Okay. So one of them, the one on the left side, the design on the back has it's like a starry background, like on the back there. It just has like stars of different shapes and sizes. It's like a deep navy blue. The other side, odd runes, like some kind of ancient writing.
Can I make a history check or something to try to figure out maybe what kind of writing, or if I recognize what kind of writing it might be?
Yeah, you can roll a history.
All right. I rolled a 17.
You can say for certain that it's not any language that you've ever seen.
The pedestals are identical?
Yeah, they're just in two different locations. They're both, if you were to stand between them, you'd be able to reach both of them.
All right. She will, just so she knows that she might be able to do it, she is going to cast Mage Hand and time it so that both the Mage Hand and my own winged hand scoops up both sets of cards at the same time.
All right, so your hand attempts to do that, and the hand cannot pick up the deck of cards.
The Mage Hand?
Neither.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't pick up the whole deck. It for some reason feels like the rest of the deck is bonded to the to the pedestal or to the box that they're in on top of the pedestal. You see the cards kind of move like a deck of cards should in this situation, but they don't lift. Your guess is that you can only lift one at a time.
Okay. Then I'm going to change my tact and have the Mage Hand lift the top card while I lift the top card.
Okay, so you're going to pick one from each?
Yeah, and then slam them down.
Okay, so you're going to roll 2 d20s, so tell me which one you want to go for first.
Let's go with the Mage Hand first.
Mage Hand, that was on the one with the runes?
I'll
do the right hand cards?
Yeah, I'm going to take that one because it's more unfamiliar stuff, so it feels a little bit more dangerous. So I rolled a 3 for the Mage Hand.
Okay.
And a 19 for my own hand.
All right. So we're going to go with your own hand first. Okay, so you pull your card, and on the card it has you flip it over and it has a picture of a very tall, lanky, crow-like humanoid. Not too unlike yourself, but maybe twice as tall. In front of a crystal ball. Beneath that, it says the Kikimora. The other card, however, you pick up, you see that's called the Revenge. And it has a picture of a tombstone on it. And as you pick up that card, the card dissipates into a cloud of smoke. And this cloud of smoke starts to grow. And from this cloud of smoke, you start to see shapes and figures. It seems to be growing much, much too large. And I wasn't done.
Sorry.
So from the smoke, you see a large creature like this is almost as tall as one of the trees. It looks like a giant vulture, like Okran, almost like yourself, like where you're a crow. They almost look like a giant vulture with arms and legs. You see that all over their body. They have bits of rotting flesh, and they hold a staff in their hand with a crescent moon. Like, it's almost like a blade at the very top. Not quite a scythe, but it's fairly close. They look at you with their lifeless eyes, and they are staring directly at you. The other card, the Kikimora, that has not dissipated, you can basically use that at any point.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to snatch up that card and stick it away. I have no idea what it does, so if it didn't disappear, I feel like it's important. I am going to slowly make my way to the doors. Just like inch, and if the big giant thing starts to reach for me, then I'll react accordingly from there. But if it doesn't do anything, I'm just going to try to make my way to the doors.
It doesn't move, but you hear whispering almost inside your mind, and you hear its raspy voice. You cannot escape death, Rebecca.
She says, I'm not trying to escape death. I'm trying to save my brother. I would gladly give up my life for him.
A soul is a soul. And with that, the smoke dissipates and it surrounds you. And you wake up and you're behind the home. You check your pack and you see that the other card, the Kikimora, is still there. I will tell you what the Kikimora does. Would prefer if you don't use it right now because it will take a very long time for what it does to go through.
No worries.
But the Kikimora is a fortune teller. So when you use it, it will give you a very long glimpse.
Interesting. Very interesting. She will put that back in her pack and immediately get up and go check on Carlos.
Okay, Carlos, last time we saw Carlos was he was put in the sarcophagus, wasn't he?
I think so, but I don't know if that was before or after the elephant ear appearance or not.
Yeah,
I feel like it was after.
that was definitely after. Yeah, so you can go inside and you can see that Kalos is still stable. Can you give me an Arcana check?
Can do. Well, that was poopy. I rolled an 8.
Okay. Everything looks okay. You see that around the house, a lot of stuff has changed. Everything seems to be a lot bigger. There seems to be more rooms. There's more stuff in the rooms. But yeah, so everything looks a lot bigger. And there's a lot more stuff that is going on. As you're walking around, given the nature of your magic being slightly psionic, you keep feeling tugs, like at the edge of your subconscious, pulling you outside. Not like grabbing you, but imagine your mind was like a dress and there's a child that's kind of pulling at the bottom of your dress, trying to get you to go in a certain direction.
She will. So after checking on Carlos, she will start trying to figure out what this pull is from.
Okay. So as you follow the pull, you go outside, and you go outside pretty much just in time to see Corbin leaving the lantern the moment Hestia comes in. It's almost like Corbin leaves Sabbath's side, and then Hestia appears and almost the exact. Hestia, you're unaware how you got pulled back in here, but you are pulled back in. Again, something feels like it is pulling you inwards. Sabbath, you are deaf, and you're deafened right now, so you can't hear anything outside of your own head.
So sorry, I thought you just said, Sabbath, you're dead.
You're dead. You're dead. No. So you, as Corbin is leaving, you start a little chant because you gave him one of your inspiration things that could make him invisible for a little bit. So you start a little chant. Something that you know kind of off by heart. You let the spirits guide you, and you're good. You
I
see
can pick
Hestia.
that song right now.
Pardon?
I can pick that song right now. We didn't start the fire.
Okay, so you're kind of just letting go. You're letting the chant go. It goes for a good minute, and then you're alone inside your mind again. And then you start to hear voices, or in particularly a single voice. You can't drown me out anymore.
I know this voice, don't I?
You most certainly do.
Is it Gazarid?
It certainly is.
Oh no, my time has come.
I've been watching you, child. You can't drown me out anymore. I feel myself getting stronger every single day.
What do you want from me?
So she said she doesn't need anything from you, but she will take everything.
I just don't understand. Why me? I'm not like them.
You're not like who?
The rest of my family. I'm not a fighter.
You think this is because you're not a fighter? Or because your family is? No. You are more like your family.
I don't understand.
You are the key, my child.
I am the what?
The key.
Oh, the key. Okay. But the key to what?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see very, very soon. I feel myself getting stronger with every passing second. Have you missed me, Sabbath?
No. Quite frankly, I wish you'd leave me alone.
So as you're hearing this, you see, because with the magic or the anti-magic field that was happening outside of the lantern at this point in time, you see that the sky is almost kind of dissipating, and you're able to see outside of the glass. You see your friends. You see a very large, almost tank-like structure that has the eye of a beholder faceted inside of it, causing an anti-magic field. Probably one of the reasons that it was pretty good that you weren't able to make it last week, or last game, Josh, because you wouldn't have been able to see.
Gotcha.
But you see something happening. You see your friends, in particular, you see Imogene. And
no.
You see Imogene facing off against the witch hunters, wielding nothing but a coin. She flips this coin, and as she flips the coin, you feel a ripple inside of the lantern. Everyone inside the lantern feels this ripple, almost like a concussion force. It doesn't break anything. It doesn't hurt you. You just feel something wash over you. You can't hear what's going on. But as this happens, you see the witch hunters, all of them, turn into slugs. And with each witch hunter that turns into a slug, you feel another ripple. 21 ripples in total.
Oh
And
no.
with some of these ripples, you see like the colors change or sound changes inside of the lantern. It seems that with everything, like every concussive wave, something changes inside the lantern. You look up at the sky and you see rips. The sky has returned and there are tears in the sky.
Oh my god.
One in particular it seems dark and it seems like shadows are beginning to creep. There are a couple of other small ones. The other larger rip, seems a lot of sand is coming through. As you see this, you hear again, "Oh, this is going to work well. This is a great turn of events." But Sabbath, you're not the only person that can hear this.
Oh,
This is
good. I'm not alone in my delusions.
This is coming from the rip and not inside your mind.
Oh, that's worse. That's so much worse.
You see from this rip, which, like, you're looking up now and you kind of see in your peripheral vision, after these 21 shockwaves, what was once just a house seems to now have a house and a full stable. The little pond has become a pretty large lake, and there is a number of trees. Like, you are almost in the middle of a forest. You don't know how far it goes, but you see that each of these 21 waves has basically made inside the lantern, or the parameters of inside the lantern, that much more big and expansive and detailed.
They're breaking into the lantern.
You see from this rip in the sky, you see a hand with very long, monstrous fingers. This hand is probably as big as the house.
God.
But all that can fit out of the rip. And it can barely fit. You can see that it maybe gets 2 fingers inside the rip. At this point, I will let everyone else who is outside the lantern, you can now come into the lantern. This also feels like you are pulled.
Y'all are seeing this too, right?
How did I get in here?
Sabbath, you feel something creeping up inside your mind, a feeling that you are used to. You feel that you are being drawn back into the spell plague.
Oh boy. Okay.
Spell plague that puts you into a coma, and you are nearly levitating at this point.
Cool.
Rebecca, as this is happening, that tug that you were feeling at, the corners of your mind now has its hand around your throat. That is how strong this psychic feeling is.
What's going on?
To the point, you are able to experience what Sabbath is currently experiencing as they fall into the spell plague.
Can everyone see like this is happening to me?
No.
Or am I just kind of like
Not me, I'm blind.
Can everyone but Bliss?
Yes.
Imogene is stunned because we just moved the tower into the Arctic, and now there's weird things happening in the lantern. There's just a whole lot going on. Where did these cracks come from?
So that's do we feel the same thing, like what Sabbath is feeling?
You aren't. So as Rebecca feels this, Rebecca, like I said, it feels like something is psychically almost, it's not literally grabbing her by the throat, but like plunging its fingers into her mind. Given Rebecca's abilities, she feels something inside of her mind. Kind of imagine like somebody cracked open your brain and was poking you with very sharp fingers. But in a way that doing that activates different parts of your mind. One of Rebecca's abilities as a dreamscape sorcerer is the ability to create a telepathic link between other people. And it feels like that is controlling her and creating a psychic link with you all in an attempt to show you what she sees, what even Sabbath can see.
Bliss is weeping.
In the spell plague.
Spoiler alert, I don't think it's great, buddies.
No, my daughter or my child just got out of it, so it's.
So everything goes black, and then you find that you're all standing on some kind of dome, like it's like a barren wasteland, and in this barren wasteland, you see Gazarid sitting on a throne. Before her is a rip that she has her hand in, what you're seeing there.
Oh, okay. Can I speak to her?
You can try.
Does she know I'm here first before I do that?
Roll an insight check.
Because, I mean, if I have the element of surprise here. Oh, crit fail.
You're not sure if she sees you or not.
Okay, that's about right for me.
Can I see if she thinks that we're here?
Roll an insight.
16.
16. You can see that her eyes, like Gazarid's eyes, which she has many, all seem to be focused on your location. But as you look over to everyone else, you can tell that you all look like ethereal, like you are all visitors, you're all like ghosts here. But you can tell that Sabbath is physically in this area.
How many eyes does Gazarid have?
A lot.
Damn. Okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
So can I see everyone else with me, or do I think I'm
You-
alone?
You can see everyone, but it's because of the telepathic bond. They're not actually there.
Okay. But I mean, in my brain, moral support,
Exactly. They're able to see what you can see.
Cool, they're my
Because
hiding squad.
you are inside the spell plague. Because the spell plague is not a thing, it's a place.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if Gazarid can see me. Am I close to her?
You're in her presence.
I don't know if that's a yes or no.
You're probably like 40 to given Gazarid's side, you're probably a couple 100 yards away.
Okay.
Not that it matters in this plane, you can speak.
Okay. You, mother of monsters.
Dare address me in my domain.
You address me in mine.
Are we able to speak?
You can attempt to.
Okay, because all I say is fair.
Gazard doesn't seem phased, so you're not sure, but Sabbath can hear you.
Thanks, Corbin. What do you want with this world?
I want what is mine. I want what was taken from me. And then I want more.
You have no place here anymore. My grandmother would stop you herself if she could.
Your grandmother was nothing. That wasn't an inkling. That was but a thought. Soon we will
Not if I
see
stop you
the
first.
modicum of my power.
Not if I stop you first.
I would like to see you try. Like you said yourself, you're no warrior.
But I could be.
Don't see the evil spell your own realms do.
How are you doing this?
Doing what?
Causing the rifts, getting into the lantern. I don't understand.
I didn't cause that. I'm simply taking advantage of the situation when all you have is to wait. You know exactly what to do when the time comes to pounce. And you see that Gazarid's, you see she almost like pushes her hand into the rib deeper. Can you give me a wisdom save?
Wisdom save?
Yep.
Oh boy. These are stupid. That was a 16?
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I just rolled a wisdom check, not a wisdom save. Hang on.
Nope, that works.
Okay, cool.
Okay, add +1 for everyone that's connected to you right now. So that's gonna be like a 21. 22?
Sick. I can't do math.
Okay. When this happens, you start to it's gonna be hard to explain, but you are forcing your way out of the spell plague.
Oh. I didn't
And
know.
you are you're seeing glimpses for split seconds of the inside of the lantern. And you are seeing that in the palm of Gazarid's hand, a spark has fallen and has landed inside the lantern.
Is it like fire spark or is it a weird color?
You could only see that it did look red, it did look like fire.
Oh god. Okay. Did the others see it too or just me?
Yes. Anything you see, they see.
Okay. So I don't have to warn them.
But we are just listening, right? Like we aren't conscious.
You are not conscious. You are connected through this psionic link.
Okay. What have you done? What have you done to them?
Use your final moments bravely. Say goodbye to those you love. You will be seeing more of me, I promise.
Okay.
As Gazard laughs, you see everything goes dark again, and you are back inside the lantern. The fire that fell is about 3 stories. No, not 3 stories. Sorry, it's large, but maybe only about 10 feet.
Okay.
It is. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here.
It's all right. I'll explain.
Okay.
So you see this creature looks like Gazarid, but with less detail and covered in flames. It seems like some kind of avatar or elemental made from Gazarid's essence. And it is
Whoa.
slowly walking towards you.
Am I very close to everyone else, or
Everyone else is pretty much right next to you.
awesome? Okay. Can I attempt to hit it with Ray of Frost since it's on fire?
You can attempt to, yep.
Oh, that doesn't bode well for me. Okay. Oh, 25. That was a nat 20 plus 5.
Nice. Roll your damage and double it.
Double it?
Oh yeah, that's a ranged spell attack. So if you get a critical hit, that's a critical hit.
Okay, crit damage. Roll is crit damage. I'm learning how to use all the buttons.
No worries.
7.
All right, so you see this coming towards you, and you lift your hand up, and you send out a ray of frost, and you feel somehow somewhat empowered, and it comes out stronger than usual. It hits the aspect that kind of just shrugs it off. It is flaming, so it might have a little bit of resistance to ice.
But at least I tried. Okay. Anybody else have any bright ideas?
Everyone else can use one reaction.
I try command.
Okay? You're going to cast command?
Yeah.
Okay. The creature is going to use its legendary resistance.
Son of a bitch. Well, then I guess I ready my crossbow.
Get it up.
Does it have any mass to it, or is it just fire?
It seems to have some mass to it. The fire, though, looks like it's an aura.
The fire what, sorry?
Looks like it's an aura.
Oh, okay.
And it has very large claws.
That's not good. Okay.
It is about 50 feet in front of you all. I will say it is slowed down by the ray of frost.
Okay. That gives us time to panic more. Great.
Okay. Who else wants to use a reaction? You can use your reaction to cast an entire spell. It's a reaction, but you can use it as a regular action.
Can I take my reaction for an opportunity attack? I have that listed.
Yeah, you can. You can make a regular attack. You can attack.
Can I have advantage since I have an opportunity attack?
You wouldn't have advantage, but I would say you could have sneak attack.
Ooh, fun. Okay.
How are you? Are you going to hit it with your sword or a bow?
Sword.
Pardon?
Sword.
Sword? Okay, you're going to have to run up to it, though.
It is on fire, and the snakes don't like that. Let's try a bow instead. Okay.
Roll the hit.
16?
16 does not hit. You send an arrow, but it bounces off the armor and then kind of just sizzles because it's on fire. It just kind of sizzles it.
Disaster.
Bliss, what would you like to do?
I don't have any reactions other than an opportunity attack.
You can use
And
you can use anything as if it was a regular action.
Right. I don't have that many actions though. I'm just looking.
No worries. you want me to come back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Rebecca, you can use one action.
Rebecca is going to. She is going to cast Mage Hand and keep it up near her, and that's all she's going to do.
So what? That I have no idea what you just said.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand,
Mage hand. Okay.
and that's it.
Summon a spectral hand in front of you. Okay. Corbin, you can use anything that you could use on your regular turn as an action.
So I'm assuming we're keeping health and spell slots from the previous fight.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or-
So I am going to just cast Eldritch Blast a couple times. And then I'm going to call out that we need... If we can get it to save some more, I might be able to stop something. Also, if someone has, like, water, that'd be cool. I don't want this entire place to burn down. First attack is not going to hit. That's a 2 on the die. Second one is a crit fail. Cool. Okay. I didn't do anything.
I didn't do shit. No, I'm kidding.
This is going
I mean,
poorly.
you're not wrong, though.
You send off 2 Eldritch Blasts, but you're still pretty shaken from your trip through the dreamscape there.
Yep.
In order to get there, so you know. I'll come back to you, Bliss. What would you like to do?
Is it walking or touching the ground right now?
Yes,
Yes.
it is walking towards you. Yes.
Okay, then I want to use the cantrip Mold Earth to make difficult terrain.
Okay. All right. It is coming towards you. Is still walking. Do you want to roll initiative?
You
guys don't have to. You can take your actions the way we were just doing it, where you can all get another action. Because given the difficult terrain and the ray of frost, it is going to have to take another turn in order to get close enough to you.
Okay.
Roll
So-
initiative, maybe.
Probably.
You want all of us to roll?
Yeah.
Quick question. Are those fingers still sticking out of the sky?
Give me a perception check.
So that's a balmy 6 on the die. Well, not 6 on the die, but 6 in general.
You look up and you don't see the hand anymore. You do see a very large eye.
Okie dokie. Noted.
That's worse.
All right. So, initiative. Imogene.
Can I put D&D
16.
Beyond in dice jail?
What did you roll?
Me? 16.
That's Imogene? Got 16?
Yes, correct. It's Imogene.
Hey, Hestia, what did you roll?
I got a 3.
Sabbath.
That was a solid 9.
Okay. And Corbin.
I got a 22.
Okay. They are going to go last.
I got an 11, just so you know.
Okay.
I can't do math. Is that you going first?
No, Corbin goes
someone
first,
got a
then
16.
Imogene, then Rebecca. All right. So, top of the round, Corbin.
Hi, let's see if I roll low again on those Eldritch Blasts. First one is, for fuck's sakes, another crit fail. And then only a 13. Wow.
Yeah, you're still very shaken. You're getting closer, but you're
I think
still
I'm going
kind
to take some steps back.
Yeah. All right. Imogene.
Well, since shooting at it went so well last time, I'm going to do that again.
Okay, roll the hit.
It was worse. 11.
This one kind of just you aimed right for its head, and as it got close, it tilted its head over and it just flew right by.
Yes.
Okay. Next we have Bliss.
She said BRB. I don't know if she's
No, I'm
RB.
I am, but the problem is that there isn't a huge amount that I can do to help. So this says I instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire as a cantrip for druidcraft. You don't suppose I would be able to use that in this situation?
I don't think that they're a campfire.
Or a candle or a torch?
Yeah, I think those would be a lot smaller.
Oh.
Then I would like to cast Earth Tremor. It's a dex save for them.
And
I'm
the
casting.
rest of us?
No, how close are they?
They're probably within about 25 feet.
Yeah, then that's fine. It's only a 10-foot range. So if they would like to roll a dex save to see if my Earth Tremor bothers them.
What's the save DC?
13.
Okay, they rolled a 17.
God damn it. On a failed save, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. But I don't think anything happens to them.
So you strike the ground and you cause an earth tremor, and it does shake the ground, but it still seems unperturbed. And it continues to walk towards. Next is
Pose.
All right, so Rebecca is going to cast Chill Touch on this thing. And so make an attack roll. Probably not going to hit. 16.
16 does not hit.
Didn't think so. Then she is going to back up by like 30 feet.
Yep. All right. So Rebecca has the mage hand up and almost like a psychic hand shoots it forward. But as it gets within like the aura of the creature, it just kind of dissipates. It's almost like it dissipates and the hand shoots back. Who is next? All right, Sabbath.
Hello. Can I do Determined Tail?
What's that?
That's Determined Tail is when I use the Spirit Tail deck. It's technically a bonus action.
Yeah, if it's a bonus action, you can do it. Yeah.
It's the one where I roll on the spirit table, and then depending on what I get, it can either affect my enemy or I can use it for my pals.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I think it's what is it? It's a D12. Hang on.
It's your inspiration.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it uses
I rolled initiative again. God damn it. Hang on. Working on it. Inspiration.
Can you tell that we haven't played in a while?
Can you tell that I'm a little...
What was it called? Determined Tail?
Yes. But I have to roll a d12 to determine which tail I get.
Yeah, just a
Oh,
second.
wait, sorry. I clicked on the wrong one. I'm looking at Determined Tail. No, Bestow Tail. Bestow Tail. That's what I want to do. Bestow Tail is also a d12, but this is one action.
I don't see Bestow Tail. Is that the Tales from the Beyond?
Yeah, Tales from Beyond, Bestow Tail.
Okay. Yep.
I choose an action to one creature I can see within 30 feet of me. Okay. I have to roll a d12.
It's not a d12. It's a roll of your inspiration.
Then how do I find out which of the 12 things?
Yeah. So the way that the Spirit Bard is set up is that it has the options, and you get new options as you upgrade your inspiration die.
Oh, sorry, I'm really out of it right now.
No, it is probably one of the most complicated aspects. It's definitely the most complicated aspects of this bard.
Yeah.
But it's something I personally really like about this class, how they have it set up. But it
Yeah.
also is probably the only class that does it.
So I can use like the first one, right? Because I have like one bardic inspiration thing.
Yeah, so your bardic inspiration die when you give it to someone is a
D6.
the D6 right now, or is it a D8?
1d6.
1d6, yeah. So you can roll D6. It's just when you get a D8, you can then, if you roll like a 7 or an 8, you can use.
Oh God. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, it's a weird thing that only this college does, right?
Oh.
So it's.
Thank you for all of your patience to everyone listening as I try to figure out how D&D works. Okay,
No worries.
this is my last attempt at bardic inspiration, guys, for this long rest. Moment of
Go
truth.
for it.
All right. A 4, which is Tale of the Runaway. The target can immediately use its reaction to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space it can see. When the target teleports, it can choose a number of creatures it can see within 30 feet of it, up to your charisma modifier to immediately use the same reaction. So nothing particularly helpful.
You can teleport someone away or yourself away.
Can I teleport the nasty thing even further away from us so we have more time to think?
Don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, so you can pick someone else. You can pick like one of your pals there, that they can use the reaction.
Okay. Hey, show of hands. Who wants to be teleported?
That might work for what I have in mind.
All right,
But
Hestia, you're
imagine
up.
that was said in a British accent.
Hestia, you're up. Get yeeted.
So you
Okay.
see,
Wait, is it my turn in initiative?
actually, your turn is next. So,
Ooh, righteous.
if this is Tale of the Runaway, what song is it, Sabbath? Is it a Runaway song?
Oh God, hang on. I will pick one. You are listening to Cherry Bomb by the Runaways.
Yes.
That
Yes,
works,
my favorite.
That works beautifully. That works beautifully for kind of what I'm wanting to do. Okay, this is a long shot.
I wish
First
I
of
had
all,
the right to use this song, because this would be epic to
Yeah.
play this song. Well, whatever you're doing, it is your turn, Hestia. Go for it.
okay, real weird question. In terms of where we are, how high up is the sky in the lanterns? Like, is it more like a dome, or is it like I'd have to like go into outer space or something?
Have you ever seen Under the Dome?
Okay, so there is an upper limit. Is my question.
There is an upper limit. I can't tell you off the top of my head, but it would be, I'd say, a couple hundred.
Okay, so this may or may not work, but we're gonna try anyway. So what I'm gonna do for the first time in front of the gods and everybody, I am going to channel Radiant Soul, and from my back sprout giant spectral silver wings, and I launch myself in the air. I'm going to use my full movement, 30 feet, and then I'm going to use the Tail of the Runaway to send myself up 30 more feet in an occupied space, unoccupied space, 30 feet ahead, going straight for the eye.
Bliss says, holy shit, did we know she could do that?
Oh my God.
So you hear
Angels,
one
motherfucker.
You hear do 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 do, and Hestia like yeets themselves up, and partway as they eat themselves up, you see they blink, and then they come out and they're significantly closer, and they're launching themselves. How are you going? Like, you're launching yourself towards it? What are you looking to do when you get there?
Well, since the Okay. Since the wings are radiant and bright and all of that, I'm kind of hoping that I can get close enough to maybe make it blink or blind it, confuse it a little bit, maybe cause like little eye spots, that sort of thing. If I can get close enough to actually like affect it, I'm going to shoot it with my crossbow and see what happens.
I would say you are close enough now. I would allow you to try to attack it.
Okie dokie.
We're gonna
You're
give
trying to attack
visual
the eye.
migraine.
Okay.
Are you gonna say anything cool when you shoot in the eye?
I'm going to say a quiet prayer to Petrogoth, and I'm going to say, hang on, I can't remember my uncle's name. I'm on so much medication right now, guys. Chris, his name
Here's
is
pie in your eye.
All right. So I say a quick prayer to Petrogoth to help me strike true. And I also mutter, Uncle Paris, this better work. So I guess.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, yay. Okay, how in the goddamn fuck do I roll this on D20? Not D&D Beyond. How do I roll this on D&D Beyond? Oh, wait, no, I'm dumb. Okay. So that's a 23 on the first attempt. So 23 is the higher number. Does that hit?
I will say in this case it hits. Roll your damage.
Alrighty, and because I have my wings up, it allows me to add a +5 radiant damage to whatever winds up on. Okay, so that's 3 from just the bolt, and then an additional 5 radiant damage. So 8 damage in total, but some of it is spicy.
Okay, so as you fly up and you do your little teleport, and you get up and you are pushing yourself as hard as you can, you say like a silent prayer to yourself, and then it's almost like you pump your own brakes, and your wings kind of curve in, and you take your crossbow out and you shoot a radiant bolt. It hits the eye with a very bright explosion, and it has blinded the eye. You can tell that the eye has recoiled.
Did it affect our little visitor?
It did not.
Damn it. So much for that.
The avatar.
Someone in the air. Huh?
The avatar.
What? Someone said something. What was it?
I said, Hestia, your hand in marriage.
But at least we've got someone airborne now, so.
Yeah.
Sniper anyone?
So the creature is moving towards, it's out of the difficult terrain now, and it is running directly towards Sabbath. It has its arm raised as it's ready to strike, and it closes in, and as it strikes, you see someone in front of you.
In front of
You see Marlith.
you say Marlith?
Yep.
Where has
Marlith.
she been again?
Around.
Okay. Wife.
So you see for a split second, it's almost like Marlith had teleported directly in front of you. And in this split second, Marlith just kind of raises her hand to your face.
Oh.
I wish we could have had more time. I'm sorry. Can you give me a perception check?
Yeah. Something's not right about this. Well, I'm not gonna know because that's 6.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna be pretty apparent. You look down.
Oh no. Have I been
And
stabbed?
you see that the claw has pierced through Marla's stomach.
Oh, I haven't been stabbed. My wife's been stabbed.
Your wife.
Oh, I just call Marlith my wife. Not Sabbath's, mine specifically.
Ah.
So as you see this, and you're not sure if this is because of Marla's sacrifice, or if this is because of what Hestia did, or what anybody else was able to do in order to slow this down. Maybe it only had a certain amount of time to do what it needed to do. But you see the claw starts to change. It starts to like flake, almost like it's turning to dust. And as it does, you see the dust clings to Marla. Everyone's able to see this. But as the beast starts to disappear, you see that stuff has started to change with Marla. Marlith is a tithed or a tiefling, and you see the horns on the side of her head change. They multiply. It's almost like they split and grow at the same time.
Oh no.
And she is starting to look closer and closer to Gazarid than Marla.
Are you telling me that this evil wench just possessed my wife?
Funny how that works, right?
Why would you do that to me? Okay.
So it starts, like, again, it starts to disappear, and you see Marla kind of cripples over. She still has some control, and you see her eyes start to go blank, and you hear an all too familiar laugh. She starts to rise. She holds up her hand, looks at it as it starts to alter to look closer to the thing that just stuck its hand through her, stomach. She's becoming a monster. And you hear a compound voice. You can hear Marla's voice, and you hear Gazarid's voice in unison. Yes, I think this will do nicely. A way for me to walk the realm. She looks over at Sabbath. A way for me to finally reach out and touch you. She raises her hand towards you again.
I would like to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, it doesn't work.
Can I do some tactical angel shit here and just kind of drop myself onto her, foot first?
Yeah, you can try. You can use your reaction. I will say you can use your reaction to fall. If you use your reaction to fall, I will say you can roll an unarmed attack against them, adding +1 for every 10 feet that you fall.
Oh,
But
we're about
you're also
60
going
feet
to
in the
take-
air.
Pardon? What did you say?
So unarmed attack. I'm about 60 feet in the air.
Yep.
So unarmed attack and then +60.
No, so be +6.
Okay.
You have
And
+1 for
I-
every 10 feet.
Alrighty.
So
Tactical angel.
you are going to take the fall damage.
I am okay with that.
Okay.
Because I just see that my friend is in danger.
Okay, so actually, I'm going to change that. That's what you're going to roll for your 2 attack. The damage, should you hit, will be 1 unarmed attack plus half the fall damage.
Okay, so still use unarmed strike to roll, and then okay, so that's a 19.
That hits.
Okay. And that would just, and unarmed strength is just your, that's just your strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
My strength is a -1.
So you do
So let's see how
0
this
damage.
goes.
I would say roll 1d4. Roll 1d4.
Okay. 1d4 plus 6.
No, 1d4 plus half your fall damage. So fall damage is a d6 per 10 feet.
Okay, so that would be d4 plus 3d6.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is the damage I take as well?
Yeah.
I hope someone's got a healing spell. Okay, so that's 2.
Nope.
Hey, I do healing spell things.
And then 3d6. Where's the d6? Oh, this might not be as bad as I thought it was going to be. Famous last words. Okay, so that's 17.
17. Okay.
Yep.
You hear whistling. Everyone hears whistling from above, and the whistling is Hestia dive bombing, like using the reaction to dive bomb, and kick this Gazarith in the face. Like I
This
combined,
evil wench.
and that knocks them.
Radiant damage from my wings. So that is 22.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So you hit them and knock them back. You can tell that you've hurt them, but you can also tell that you've royally pissed them off. But they are about 10 feet away from everyone.
I stand protectively in front of Sabbath and I flex my wings.
As you do this, they look like they're gonna try to come towards you, but the other tear in the sky, the one with the sand coming through, you see from within that tear, a bolt of lightning comes out. Purple lightning.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. That's something that I have. Not
Yeah,
me
and it
specifically, but
it strikes this creature in the back, and it seems to hurt it quite a bit. If you look up in the sky, you see within this tear.
I was going to say that's nice, maybe, but probably also not.
2 very large purple eyes and a very large row of teeth come into view.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they struck down that creature, but I don't feel very comforted.
Oh, they hit it. I wouldn't say they struck it down.
Still, I don't feel very comforted.
Should I, Sabbath, have any sense of familiarity about this?
No, the person who should have the most familiarity with this is Corbin.
Okay, cool.
hi.
So Gazarith looks like Gazarith, that's what I'm calling this combination of Gazarid and Marlith. They seem to be gathering power. I'm debating what I should do right now, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. That is Elderpon. That is Corbin's patron.
Hi.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I'm not going to do what I was going to do, because I think that would probably make at least one of you want to punch me.
Did that goof things up? I'm sorry.
No. I'll tell you what it is after we're done recording. Gazarith looks like they're gathering their power. Is anyone going to try to attack her?
I would like to, as much as it's going to make me sad.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt their
Librarian.
I guess, yeah.
Librarian that I'm pining over, it's
I
fine.
should say librarian / lover?
Not really. Sabbath
Rebecca has no qualms. She's going to magic missile the fucker
Go for it.
I will attack
at
you.
3rd level.
Okay.
That is 5d8. plus 1, I think. No, 5d4 plus 1. So 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 5 is 16 plus 2 is 18 points of damage.
Okay, so you see the magic missiles all connect, and you can tell Gazareth is not at their full power, and they know that if they stay much longer, they are not going to be able to get to their full power. With a snarl, they're going to unfurl their own wings, and they are going to fly upwards outside of the lantern.
Am I not allowed to attack as well?
Yes, if you want.
Then, do I have anything cool?
What?
This is possession, and I don't think remove curse will work, but I will instead attempt to... Okay, can Gazareth make a charisma saving throw, please?
Okay. They rolled an 18.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I tried banishment, but it didn't work. Try to banish Gazareth from Marla's mind.
As Gazareth, as you see, like they're flying off, you see that the rip that Gazareth was looking through is starting to seal, and you see Elder Pawn sending his lightning towards that rift, making it smaller. As he does this, however, it does make his rift smaller until both of the rifts disappear. By the time they disappear, the Gazareth has exited the lantern. Would anybody like to give chase?
Hell no.
I just took half my health and falling damage. Bestie, I'm fine.
No, my
No, don't
That
worry.
sounds like a bad idea.
I'm gonna help. Don't worry with that.
I was going to say, so it is. Don't worry, you probably shouldn't go after Gazareth. They are going to be pretty strong, and they're going to be, yeah. So now you all find yourself kind of sitting in the aftermath. You see the world around you, the realm that holds the lantern is different than it was when you left it. It's much larger now. You know that outside, the Wavering Tower is in shambles, and it will take time to rebuild. You haven't heard from Goon. Last you heard from Goon, he was heading down to the engine room. You haven't heard anything from any of the other wizards from the Wavering Tower. You don't know who survived.
It's
And
troubling.
you are not quite sure where you are or how you're going to get out.
This is not great.
You know that Gazrid now has a pawn that they addressed as a vessel, which means they have fully possessed and are in control of Marla, and given them an aspect of their power. And
Great.
one last thing before we end the session. Imogene,
Oh no.
do you still have the ring that was given to you by the magic dealer?
I have to assume that I do, yes.
Okay.
Not the one that was tracking us, though, right? We got rid of that?
No, this is the one so that they could deliver the goods.
That's the one.
Okay. You see that the ring starts to blink. It blinks red, and after about a minute, a portal opens in front of you, and the shopkeeper steps through it. The shopkeeper, he looks badly beaten and covered in ash, and he's carrying only a sack worth of his stuff. He comes through, and he collapses right in front of you.
I immediately run to him, and just to be safe, I cast Spare the Dying.
You see that that kind of helps him kind of stabilize.
Yeah.
He says, the war has begun. The realm isn't safe anymore. And he falls unconscious. And as he falls unconscious, he changes shape. He was originally a gnome. But as he falls unconscious, the shape of the gnome changes, becomes a lot taller, has more striking features, including large, pointed blue ears and blue skin. They look like an elf that has never, they look like an elf that you've never seen in this realm, and they have a tattoo of a spider web. It is white. It covers one of their eyes, and to your knowledge, as you look at that eye is milky white. And that's where we're going to end today's session in the season.
Oh boy.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
So
Good drama.
Danger.
yeah, so a couple of things. Like I said, we're going to take a hiatus so I can get caught up on editing. The next season is going to be bigger in pretty much every way imaginable. New characters, new locales, new players possibly. New formats. There's a lot of new, bigger stuff, and yeah, that's that's what we have for tonight. And I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you next time. See you for season 2.
Season
Do
2?
you have a question? Just because I'm curious. What would have happened to Sabbath had I not dropped an angel on Gazareth?
Yeah, Josh, Jesus. Yeah, Jacob, what would have happened?
I'm not sure.
Sick. What the hell was that?
They probably would have tried to fight or something. Actually, no. Sorry. What would have happened? What I had planned perhaps that happened is that Marlith was still going to have a little bit of control, as Gazrid continues to take over, and Marlith was going to teleport herself away before she got too dangerous.
Oh, and then I could have cast Counterspell.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah. But yeah, that's what Marlith was going to do. Basically, thinking like, I'm going to become too dangerous, and I can't let this live, or I can't be near you guys. So I'm going to teleport myself to somewhere I don't know where you guys are. Whatever. But right now, Gazareth is going to go lick their wounds and start planning. Which I will say, one of the big plans I have, one of the big aspects I have for season 2 is that you guys will be hunting down the generals and most likely killing. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I will say there is going to be the other games I talked about. There's going to be the B team game There's going to be the Kobold Caper. Sorry, that's a mouthful. They're going to be those 2 games. They're going to be recorded and put up. Eventually, we're almost done recording for the B team, and we're going to be possibly ready to start for the Kobold heist. There's going to be an in-game hiatus as well, so I want you guys to think of, giving your limited resources, because you're going to be out in the middle, the tundra. You have no idea where you are. You can't even really look at the stars to find where you are because you can't see the sky. You're going to have 3 months of downtime. So with that, think of what you might do during that time. And there's going to be a couple of new -1 shots. I want to have a -1 shot for Rebecca. I have that one pretty much all planned already. I know how that's going to go, and it's going to be awesome. I know there's going to be another one for Hestia Asterix, but we'll go into that later because that's a surprise. And yeah, does anybody else have any questions?
Nah, I just go with the flow.
Or you can stop recording now.
Fine.